Good morning, everyone. Dr. Vicky here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center. Today is Sunday, the 29th of September, and the moon is in Virgo. I moved into Virgo early this morning. Virgo is, roll up your sleeves, get it done kind of moon. What needs to be looked at and resolved? Virgo. Today we have both Sun and Mercury, both in Libra, making a conjunction to the south node of the moon. And of course, in 2 days, on the 2nd of October, we will have a new moon in the sign of Libra, and that will be part of the eclipse cycle. South node eclipse in Libra. New moon in Libra, annular eclipse, meaning it's sort of the ring of fire kind of eclipse. It will go over the Pacific, over Easter Island. We won't see it from here. It's not like the last solar eclipse that went across America back in April. That was a North Node solar eclipse, pointing to the direction of the future. This one, while it is a new moon, is about releasing something or bringing something forward from the past. And with the Sun and Mercury today conjoining the South Node, the South Node isn't just what we're trying to let go of, but it's also part of what we possess, what we know about, what we're sure about. And so this is a time and an opportunity for us to go to the past, perhaps, and see what have we learned in how to relate to one another as we face the future, which is quite scary in a way if we look around at the world, right? Libra is a sign associated with peace and compromise. And there are so many people out there not willing to compromise for the sake of peace, for the sake of women and children, for the sake of the poor, for the sake of the innocent. And that needs to change, right? That needs to change. We do have a trine between Mars and Saturn. I mention it. It's actually exact tomorrow, like 7 minutes after midnight, or tonight, 7 minutes after midnight, I guess we could say. And so that's in the energies. Trines are flow. Saturn in Pisces. Saturn deals with limitations. Pisces can be associated with our idealism, but also our illusions and our delusions. What are we kidding ourselves about? What is the real possibility? How can we really bring forth our ideals? Is there a basis for that? Is there an emotional basis for that? Is there a physical basis for that? Are there programs that can help bring us into the future that we want to create? Well, I think there are. I think there's been a lot of that through the Biden administration. He has created a certain amount of foundation for us to move forward into the future if we are not afraid, if we are open to each other, to our neighbors, to other nations, to coming to the table of peace and finally saying, look, let's sit down, let's talk about this, let's resolve these issues, let's stop shooting at each other, right? So this is where we stand. And October is going to be a month where we get a lot of information on where we stand and what's important to us still, even though we might think we know. It's going to come back and we're going to have to decide. And that's really what the election is about, right? A decision, how we want to experience our future. What do we want to build our future upon? More pain and suffering? We're raising people up? Which one is it? So it's an interesting time, an interesting day. Thank you for those of you who hung out with us last night on Mystic Sisters. If you were not able to hang out with us, it is up on my channel if you want to check it out. We talked about things. We talked about the weather, which was big topic. Hopefully those of you who were in harm's way are starting to get your electricity back and your cell phone towers, and reaching out to people to let them know you're okay. We have your back, guys. We have your back. And we will be good neighbors to each other. Perhaps not out of choice sometimes, but certainly out of necessity. And Mother Nature will teach us these lessons. Right? This is the school. The school. All right, guys. Have yourself a wonderful day. Like and subscribe. The astrology of the first week, actually, I think the first 2 weeks of October will be out later today. You can keep your eyes peeled for that. Let's see, is there anything else? My tarot scopes are out. I know many of you have probably watched them and seen them, so you can check that out. Those are for October. And I did a couple of readings yesterday, one on the Senate and one on the House, whether the Dems are going to win. I'll let you watch those. Find out what I said. It's good news. It's good news. All right, guys, have a great day. I'll see you again tomorrow. Charlie is sleeping on the bed. He's been out for his adventure. He's got a full belly, and now he is sleeping on his mother's bed, which, when you have a full belly and a great adventure, probably the best place to go after that anyway. All right, take care, everyone. Much love. We're going to be okay. Namaste.